Hello everyone and welcome to round 18 here in the Mexican Grand Prix. We've got everyone selecting the tyre compounds at the moment. We have 14 drivers in at the moment, expecting 16 for the race, and a lot to come here in this one. Just gonna chuck the link in the Discord. We got some dry, yet very overcast conditions here in Mexico. But dry for the time being. I'm not sure about the weather for the time being, but everyone will be slightly more pleased at this. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get the chat up. And then we'll talk about the standings and what we should expect here from this round. We got 15 in here now. Who's joined up? Tez Science has joined back up. I'm gonna go FormulaOCE, turn the volume off. Okay. We have the first car coming out now, looking to be maybe Little T or it's your boy here. Maybe Paddy Crow too. And it is. So we're going to fix this up. It's your boy here. Alright. The track is cold, says Jenny Gooch. But no rain the fuck. Okay. Alright. So, the standings for F2 with the final 4 races only a week away now. But Korg will lead the championship going into the first race here, or even into this round. He's ahead of Dutchy by only 20 points at the top. It's very tight, considering there's a lot of points up for grabs in the Formula 2 cars. I think a max of 48 or 49 per driver, so yeah, lots of points to go, and the championship fight's still well within it. Oxygen Thief currently holding down P3 for FormulaOCE. He's got a 35-point buffer to Chunky Snakes behind him, who has a 10-point buffer to Goat's Flife. That's your top 5. And you probably won't see that. You'll see anyone else come into that unless there's a big accident for one of those guys. Looking over at the constructors, it's not decided either. FormulaOCE have a one hand on the trophy, as we're going to see It's Your Boy here start his first lap in qualifying. But the lead for FormulaOCE at the moment is, quick maths, 65. So only 29 points I was hearing in the Discord that need to be scored, and they will have won the constructors title. So be expecting her maybe a title winner here today. But that's that. And with a few of you in here now, It's Your Boy here on board now through the second sector. Very tough double right-hander here to get right on the worn tyres in the race. However, I'm hearing the track is very cold, so these, especially It's Your Boy here on the harder of the 2 tyre compounds today, just has to be a little bit more careful in the traction zones. Now coming up to the second sector split, what's it going to be? 104.7. Obviously purple, he's the first one to set a lap. Now through the third sector, late braking into a late apex. Very nicely done there from It's Your Boy, actually. Another good apex there. Could have used a little bit more exit curb, that's alright. Lot of entry curb, lot of exit curb, and up to the line. The banker to start us today is a 26.819 by it's your boy here. Little T will be the next one to set a lap, but he won't be because he's invalidated, but he is on the Ultra Softs. It will be interesting to see where he puts himself in a lap's time. The next person to set a lap will be Urban Growth, followed by Mr. Broken Reptile. A much better second sector split here for Urban, I think. Now through the third sector, pretty similar line actually to Itsy Boy here. A little bit more speed through there though on the accelerator for the final time in the lap. It's going to be tight. He's not going to beat it. 2/10 behind him. We're going to go down to Broken Reptile. He's coming through the final corner now on the soft tyres as well. He's not going to improve. He's done a 1:32.4. Interesting. Driver's sort of struggling. But Little T. Next one to cross the line. He's done a purple sector 2. He's of course the first driver on the Ultra Softs, or Super Soft, sorry. His tyres used to be the Ultra Softs, the purple's sidewall. But through the final sector now, final corner to the line. It's not going to beat by much. Only a 4/10 new best by Little T, but hopefully for him, he can improve that a little bit more for the end of the session, because that will not be a competitive time when everyone else chucks their Ultra Softs on. It's your boy, he's going to go for another lap here as Urban Growth is on a cooldown. What about Broken? He's not on a cooldown, I want to say. No, he's not. He's 2.3 up. And that's the fastest second sector split we've seen. Now around the final corner. Up to the line. He's going to beat it by a fair margin. 7/10 now. Broken Reptile has on the field. Roscoe coming across the line to start his first lap on the soft tyres. So everyone that's come out other than Little T on the softs at the moment. What about Little T? He's not up. It's your boy here. He's 2/10 down through the first sector. Let's see how he goes through this middle sector. Trying to hold the highest minimum speed. He's still a 10th down. About a second down on Broken Reptile. So he's got a lot of time to find here in sector 3, and that's not the line he wants through there. And he's going to bring it into the pits. Broken Reptile up on his lap by half a tenth through the first sector now. DRS opened for the third time this lap. He's still about a 10th up, just under it. Got his teammate behind him on the track, also on a lap, so he'll be one to look out for here in a second. But how much is Broken going to improve by? He's looking to hold the high minimum speed through the few tight corners on this track. Down a second through the final corner, up to the line. Looks like it's going to be a slight improvement. Yes, half a tenth, not much at all. But let's see what his teammate can do. It's a little bit slower through the second sector split. So you'd assume it to be a little bit slower through the third sector. Yeah, it's not going to quite be there. He's down by 3.5 tenths on Broken Reptile. And that's all she wrote for that lap for Roscoe. And I think that's all she wrote for this stint for Broken Reptile. Never mind, he's half a tenth up again. And Roscoe is invalidated at the first sector. We've got 10 of you sexy motherfuckers in here now for the second last round, round 18 of 19 here in FormulaOCE. Formula 2, we got Broken Reptile coming up to the line for the fourth time. This time around, he's going to improve by 2.5 tenths on that lap. And really commanding lead here at the moment over the rest of the field. A good 6 tenths over his teammate, who is going to start his second actual lap on a cooldown when he invalidated at the first sector. But will be very interesting to see how he goes now. It's your boy here getting out of the way, but on board for the whole lap here with Roscoe Baum into turn 1 after the one of the longest straights on the calendar. Want to take a lot of curb through here. Probably could have taken a lot more curb on pretty much all those first few corners. Now DRS open, foot flat to the floor, a nice little part of acceleration here before a nice little tight tricky section where it's tough to get the throttle down, especially out of this corner. It tightens so much on exit. He's 2.5 tenths up, double right hander apex. He wants to just miss the first one, gets the second one, probably a little more than he wants. Now brings it over to the right hand side before quick shifting down, throwing it to the left, bringing it to the right, and then trying to keep the highest minimum speed he can. And pretty good through there, barely any lifting. DRS open, up to 6th for the third time on this lap. He's 7 tenths up, he's quicker than Broken Reptile at the moment. He misses the apex slightly there, runs out on the exit curb. He's taken a little bit of an early apex here through the first little part of this stadium section. He's got through the stadium section, alright. Nice apex through the final corner. And up to the line, doesn't take the shortest run, but it's going to be a new fast lap of the race, of the qualifying session. 1 minute 25.224. Alright, Urban Growth, the next one to set a lap. He's currently coming through the stadium section. Looks pretty alright through there. He's going to be the first, little T. He's going to be the first lap he sets on this set of super soft tyres. It's going to be a 26.3, puts himself in a P3 for now. I think it's your boy here starting his lap. Yes, it is. And who's that? Is that Paddy Crow? Yes, it is, going slowly. Ready to start his first lap in quali. Let's go to Roscoe. He's 10.5 down. What about Urban? He's 7 tenths up on his previous lap. Sorry about that. So who is that coming through the third sector? That's Frizzy on a lap. Frizzy on his first lap here in qualifying. Nearly invalidates there through the first of the S's. Obviously Frizzy, normally the commentator. We've both had one round in driving these cars. He decided Mexico was the one he wanted to race in, which is fair enough for him. Now through the third sector, he's about 7 tenths down. He's doing better than I was, that's for sure. Looks to be about the pace of Urban Growth and Little T at the moment. Through the stadium section, looking not too bad. Down to second, no, holds it in third, really wanting to make sure he doesn't lose the car on exit. It's going to be a 26.9, and currently is the slowest driver of them all. But I'm sure that'll change throughout this session as he gets acclimatized to the Formula 2 cars a little more than the familiar Formula 1 cars. Okay, it's your boy here on his first flying lap. It's going to be a 26.3, puts himself barely above Little T at the moment, who is on an outlap again. And we're looking at Urban Growth now through the final corner. I don't think he's going to improve. He's not. He's made an error on somewhere on that lap. Or it was a cooldown, I'm not too sure. Either way, Paddy Crow, next one across the line. He looks to be on a pretty good one. Yeah, 25.8, another one in the 25s. Only 3 drivers managing to make it there. But Paddy only doing it on the super softs. Not even, well, he's about 5 tenths off the next fastest car. And the top 2 did their fastest laps on the softs. Where are you going there? We're going to find the next fastest car. Here we go, Fries. Looking to improve on his lap. Your F2 commentator, normally turned driver for Mexico. Here we go. Oh, throws it in there. Nice for the start of the stadium section. Here we go. You can hear the fans cheering loud here for Frizzy. Oh, nearly lights the rears up there on the tyre. Oh, nearly cuts the final corner. He's taken too much curb. That's going to cost him all the way down the straight and only improving by a tenth. He lost a lot of time there in the final sector. Oh, where are we? Little T starting the lap. Okay. Roscoe not going to improve this time round. And neither will Urban. So Paddy Crow's the next one. He's 2/10ths up on the super soft tyres. Still got a fair way off the pace, unfortunately for him. So hopefully as the session progresses, for about halfway through, he can start to feel a little bit more at ease with the car. But let's see how he goes here through the final corner. Opting to stay in third. Up to fourth. Not really the shortest line, but 3.5 improvement. Only a tenth and a bit behind Broken Reptile now. It's your boy here going slowly, preparing for another lap after his first lap being a 26.3. Little T 0.5 down through the first sector. He's 2/10ths up here in the second sector split. Now, stadium section. How does he go? Blocks the front left a little bit, but that's alright. Nice bit of curb, and yeah, nice minimum speed held through there. Holds it in third, like most people we've seen doing. Shortest run to the line. It's going to be a 26.0 and improves by 3/10ths. Putting himself P4 for the time being, but still about 5/10ths off the next car. I think it's Paddy here. Yep. Paddy's on a chill. Yeah, he's not even using the DRS. It's your boy here, 0.5 up through the first sector. Down to third, up to fourth, through the S's. How does he go through there? Flat through there. He's going to need a big lift here, then yes, he does. Up to fifth, DRS open for the third time on the lap. Through the second sector split, he's 7/10ths up. There's a good lap for him. Let's see how he goes through this section. We saw he did lose a little bit of time. He took too much curb, and that's much better through there. Down to first. It's the first time we've seen someone do that so far in this qualifying session. Down to second through the final corner. Up to third, fourth. Not the shortest run to the line, but it's going to be a 25.7. Puts himself just above Little T and in between Paddy Crow. Now Frizy on those soft tyres that he's going to have to use in the sprint race, I'm pretty sure. He was up, but he's going to bring it in the pits instead. Little T going slowly. I think he's out of petrol. Maybe? Or he's preparing for another lap. It was Frizy that was out of fuel, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And now he's bringing it into the pits, so that's all she wrote for that one. Tez Signs going to be set his first lap. 17. That's surely not right. What the heck? Extreme tyre saving. Okay. He was extremely tyre saving. He was doing extreme tyre saving, he says. Mr. Little T. It's your boy here, I believe, is out of fuel, and he's going extremely slowly. So we got a bit of a dull period here at the moment. Test Signs is on a lap though, so let's watch his lap from afar from the broadcast cameras. Unless, of course, there is dodgy ones, which I am expecting. That's not the right line through there, my friend. Doesn't get the invalidation, quite surprisingly actually, but let's see how he goes. Up to fifth. Throw it into the right-hander. Yep. Trying to look at the car, and he doesn't have a helmet on. He's not wearing a helmet. We have a sockhead. I don't know what else to call him. Tez Signs, the sockhead. It's kind of funny. He's got like the visor in the back bit, but the rest of it's just like the whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. It says Tez Signs, nevertheless, coming through the final corner. It's going to be a 25.6, put himself only 0.5 behind Paddy Crow and in P4. Here we go. Let's ride on board with Jenny Gooch for his first flying lap here in qualifying. 10 minutes to go. And what looked to be an extremely nice lap, a 26.4, I believe he invalidates there at the final corner, which is a little upsetting for him, but he's not too fussed. He's on the softs. I don't really know why, but he is. Let's see. Tez Science, is he on another lap? He, in the process, of that lap, he put himself at the top of the standings with a 25.181 on the super soft tyres, but only about 400ths ahead of Roscoe, who did his best lap on the softs. Is Jenny on another one? He's got to be, right? Let's have a look. He didn't get it this in next lap though, so maybe he did it a little earlier. I'm not too sure. On that one, he looks to be pushing quite hard here, so he must be on another lap. Don't want to use too much of that curve there. It does spin you out if you use too much of it. Up to 5th. This is a good lap. Looks very nice there through the S's. Looks hooked up. Good setup on the car, obviously. Oh, a little bit of understeer there through the right first corner in the 3rd sector. Stadium section looks pretty good. Final corner on the brakes. 2nd up to 3rd. Little quick shift. 4th and medium run to the line. It's going to be a 25.892 for Jenny Gooch, putting himself about a 10th and a bit behind It's Your Boy here. But only 2 cars on track at the moment. There's Science starting a lap. I think Jenny will be done for this stint. I think he'll want to bring it in now, chuck on the supers, and go for another push as Tez Signs invalidates there at turn 1. Paddy Crow coming out for an out lap as well. And yeah, Jenny Gooch looks to be going fairly slow, I think. Maybe not? It's really hard to tell sometimes. I don't think he's going slow. I think he's on another lap here. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers yet to set a lap in this session. Chunky Snakes, Auction Steve, Dutchy, Pinju, Rapid Willie, and Korg. Jenny's purple to the 2nd sector here. So for the 3rd lap in succession, we're going to watch Jenny Gooch through the 3rd sector. Looks good. Final corner now. Up full power now across the line. It's going to be a 25.298. A 6/10 improvement. 6/10 improvement. And that, my friends, is a very nice lap on the soft tyres. He puts himself basically right in between VSR Roscoe Arm and Broken Reptile for P3. But he's going to want to bring that back pretty quickly. Jack on the supers and come for a 1 lap stint. We got the championship leaders out on track in terms of the... Actually, we have, by all of them, we have FormulaOCE drivers out on track, only a little bit apart from each other, and then your championship leader in the drivers in the 2nd sector at the moment. And yeah, looking to extend his gap and maybe even win the championship here today in Mexico. Dutchy was telling me earlier that his pace is only about the midfield. We'll see if that is true or not. We know Korg can pull some things out of his hat quite well. Let's just see if the car ahead is on a lap or not. Paddy Crow? No, he's not. about the next one? I think that's Jenny's teammate. Which I didn't think he had. Maybe that's Korg. Yeah, it's Korg. That's who I thought it was. Jenny Gooch going to bring the car in. He'll have just about enough time to come back out. Here we go. Korg on his first lap in qualifying. I think he's going to be the first one in this pack to set a lap. Just checking. DRS open right now. Urban Growth might actually be on a lap. We'll come back to your championship later. We're just going to watch the guys come through. There's going to be a lot of traffic jams here. No, okay. Fry's not on a lap either. Okay. Then we've got Pinju and Rapid Willie. Paddy Crow, he's 0.07 down on his lap through the first sector. Looks very nice through there. The overcast conditions have not disappeared, so the track's still not at optimal temperature. He's a 10.5 down now through the third sector. Is he going to be able to improve? No. He's run a bit wide. Wonder if that will actually assist him or not. But we have the championship leader right behind him, so if Paddy makes a mistake, that could cause Korg to lose his first lap this time. Second, third, fourth. Up to the line. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. 3/10 down. Now, championship leader goes P3 only. 125.2. Okay, who's next? Is that Tez Signs? It is. Is he going to improve this time around? No, he's not. Who's after him? That's going to be VSR starting a lap. Oh, FormulaOCE. Oxygen Thief starting his, finishing his first lap. He goes P7. Dutchy goes P1 with a 25.078 and shows his pace immediately here in qualifying. Junkie Snags starting his first lap in quali. Alright, who else we got? Urban Growth has decided that is all she wrote. I don't know if that's a crash or not. That very well could be a crash from Urban Growth, but he is out of this session. Sorry, I missed that one. Frizy coming up to the line to set his lap. It's going to be a slight improvement, not by much. 6/10 actually, I lied. Got himself P11. Okay, and Pinju's teammate, Rapid Willie, coming up to the line to set his first lap of the race. He's going to go, he's going to go P1 by about 2/10. Very nice lap there from him at 24.896. And showing his pace early. Jenny Gooch going to start his first lap on the super soft tyres. Korg coming through the final corner to finish his second lap on these set of super soft tyres. He's going to go to the top of 24.8. The times are tumbling here in Mexico. Paddy Crow's in. That is his qualifying session done. Chunky Snags. It's not him. It's his teammate, Tez Signs. Where does he go? Doesn't improve. What about Roscoe? Improves by 3.5 tenths. Barely puts him behind P1 being Korg by 200ths of a second. Dutchy through the final corner. Improves by about 1/10. Not going to be enough to put him on pole for the time being. Who's next? It's going to be Chunky Snags. Going to set his first lap time here in qualifying. 4/10 up. Takes a wide line through there to set up his final lap. It's only a 25.9 for Chunky. He's going to want to improve that one. Here we go, Frizy. Final sector. I don't think he's on a lap, so we're going to dip off him for a little minute. Willie's invalidated, so we're going to go to Pinju. Just trying to get a lap on the board here before the time runs out. 50 seconds to go here in qualifying. It's all or nothing. Broken Reptile's only on an out lap. I think he's right behind the driver we're watching as Pinju invalidates at the second last corner, and then he nearly loses the car out of the final corner. And he's going to have to set another lap. A 26.4 is not good enough. I think that's broken final corner. Yes, it is. And then Jenny Gooch going to set... No, he's not. I lied. Apologies. Is this Korg? This is Korg in the pits. He's done for qualifying. He's decided that lap is as best as he can do, and whatever happens after that, happens after that. Broken teammate Roscoe, final corner. He's about 1/10 up through the second sector split. What's it going to be? A 10.5 improvement, and it's going to put him pole for the time being. Who's that? Oxy doesn't improve. Dutchy's not going to improve. He's invalidated. Dutchy's done. Dutchy's only P4 in this one. He's not going to make it back around in time, and that will be session-ending stuff for him. We're watching the wrong Mercedes-coloured car. Here we go, Chunky snags up to the line of 25.7's all he can do. That's only P10 for the time being. I'm expecting that to go down even further. Meek has joined in now for MP Motorsport. Frizzy through the final few corners. Not as committed as he could be, but he's just trying to find his feet here in the Formula 2 cars. As you guys know, the normal commentator for Formula 2 up to the line. It's not going to be an improvement for Frizzy. Here we go, the times are going to tumble here. Rapid Willie, where does he go? First by a tenth. What can Pinju do? Not a whole lot. P15 for him, not good enough. Broken Reptile goes... Broken Reptile goes P3. Jenny Gooch only good enough for P5. Time stumbling, Tez Signs won't improve. What about Roscoe? He's barely up, 0.003 of a second up. Tez Signs, I think that he's getting quite easily out of the way. Oh, Roscoe spun it at the final corner. Trying to commit too much. And that is qualifying done for him. Anyway, Oxygen Thief, final corner. He's about a tenth up through the second sector. How much is he going to improve by in the end? It's going to be a tenth and a half. That puts him P8. What about Dutchy? He's done! He's out of fuel. Dutchy only starting P6 for the championship rival. Will start right in front of him on the grid. Anyone else? And that's it. Qualifying. What an insane end to qualifying. And your pole sitter, I believe, is Roscoe? No, Rapid Willie from Roscoe from Broken. So Charoos having an awesome qualifying session. But your pole sitter for Campos, Rapid Willie, will take the first points in this Mexican Grand Prix weekend. Roscoe P2 from Broken, so Charoo 2 and 3, very nice from them. Korg P4, so Dutchy, a little bit misleading there, saying his pace was only good enough for the midfield, which he's put himself in P5, 6, sorry. Jenny Gooch P5, good result there for Prema, as Signs in P7 for Dams, as well as Chunky down there in P10. A disappointing result for him. Oxygen will have been hoping for more in this qualifying session with Paddy Crow in P9. About his pace there with Bitsy Boy here and Little T rounding up the top 12. Frizzy and Urban Growth 13th, 14th, with I don't know who's 15th, and then Meek starting from the back of the grid. Oh, what an insane qualifying session there at the end. It was all guns blazing. We've got some sunny conditions here in Mexico for the feature race. All the drivers, let's have a look at what tyres they're looking at. Everyone on the softs. Okay, I'll tell you who's starting 15th now. Pinju for Campos starting 15th. Didn't get a respective lap in of his pace and starts 15th alongside VRF1 Meek. But what an exciting start to the race. Weekend here. With, I've forgotten already. That's really bad. Willie chucking it up on pole. And a lot to look forward to here with about 20... what is it going to be? It's about 32 laps of racing to go. 2 races, a feature and a sprint. And turn 1, as we know, is going to be very, very exciting. Everyone doing a very nice job here of not readying up yet, which is not really known, but we know F2 just... they show up when they need to, and it's very nice that no one's readied up. And everyone's getting ready for the race, as we've got the first ready up is going to be Dutchy, and then it's your boy here, and then Jenny Gooch, and then Roscoe. So no one likes to be the first one, but if it's the league owner, then I suppose it doesn't really matter. We're going to get the formation lap underway here in just 10 seconds. Let's see what strategies the guys are looking at. So we got Roscoe starting on the super softs, as well as Korg, as well as Dutchy, as well as Chunky, and Meek on the super softs. The rest of the drivers opting for the soft compound tyre. Oh, wait, yeah, you can, yeah. At the formation lap well underway here now. Rapid Willie leading the field down to turn 1, and we can just see all the cars. It's quite a spectacular view. Weaving. Oh, we've got a Oxygen Thief off the track already, as Chunky's been disqualified, and we haven't even made it to turn 1. Seriously? What? Oh, Is that Jenny that's had a spin for Prema? It is. The Prema racing car, Jenny Gooch, having a little bit of a spin. I don't think he'll mind that too much, just warming the rears up. But yeah, I think I can't even pick a winner for this race. It could be literally anyone in the top 10. It could be anyone. I seriously have no idea who's going to win this. Willie is I don't think he's won a race in the league, but he's very quick. He's obviously shown that, putting it on pole by a 10th. From Roscoe, we know he's quick. He got very unlucky in the last few rounds. Broken Reptile, currently leading Wednesday and Sunday League Championships for F1, so we know he's extremely quick. Cork, leading the championship at the moment. He could very well take this one. Jenny Gooch, he's proven race winner in the Formula 1 cars. Doesn't mean he can't do it in the F2 cars. Dutchy, your championship contender at the moment, P2. Looking to improve on that, obviously, starting directly behind his championship rival Tez Science. He's got some consistent pace, but also does make some mistakes. So if he can keep that pace going, he might be able to take this one. Oxygen Thief, we know he's quick, and he's just got the pace to really help Dutchy in the constructors. Paddy Crow, he's always consistent, my teammate on F1 Sundays, and he's very good. Chunky Snags will have a tough go of it on the start here, starting on cold tyres, but he can definitely do it. It's your boy here. Maybe not so much, but points definitely on the cards for him. Little T, yep, he's quick driver. I'm currently was in a battle with him for the Drivers' Championship in Wednesdays. He's quick. Frizy, yeah, maybe not, as he's only raced this once for the guys. Urban Growth, maybe not. Pinju and Meek definitely could win this one. But here we go. We're getting ready for this one. We're going to go very shortly. Very shortly. As little T says he's shit at this track. We're going to go to 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Mexican feature race. And on the way we go. It's a poor start for Rapid Willie off the line. He's not had a good one there. It's chaos here into turn 1. Roscoe's into the lead. We're 4 wide for the leaders. It's chaos down into turn 1. What is going to go on here? Oh, look at the cars all over the track. Oxygen Thief trying to make it. Hail Mary into turn 1. 4 wide, 3 wide. The Oxygen Thief's got front wing damage. I was kind of expecting that. We've got a driver around to the back. Little T has come together with a few people. There's a lot of wing damage all over the track. Wouldn't be surprised if virtual safety car does come out after all that damage. But Korg and Dutchy out the front. Here, Dutchy's going to go up the inside. No, thinks better of it on those super soft tyres. Jenny Gooch has had a good one. But look at that. Oh, sorry. Let's bring that back up. An awful start for your pole setter. Rapid Willie goes from 1st to 5th. We can see that. And then I saw Oxygen Thief going up the inside, which was a bit of a silly move there when there was already 3 wide. And he lost a bit of front wing damage. He's now going to be slow for the rest of this first stint unless he does bring it in. But Korg leads the first lap here in Mexico from Dutchy, his championship rival. So this is exactly what we'd want here for the rivalry and for the championship. This is going to be a race-long battle. You can already see it between your championship rivals. Jenny Gooch holding on well. We got Broken Reptile getting overtaken by Pinju, and Broken Reptile keeps that spot for the time being. And the first lap is led by Korg, but that's not necessarily what you want. Someone's in the pits. Who's that? Jenny Gooch? Come on, game. Really? What are you doing to me? Dutchy's not quite going to be close enough this time round into turn 1, obviously. No DRS till the start of the next lap. So, a long way to go here. 18 more laps next time round. Little T's made a move on his teammate Paddy Crow. And the game's just fixing itself. Oxygen Thief's leading the race, apparently. And it's been it. I just don't understand. Briscoe's definitely not 2.10 off this. The leaders have about a 1.5 lead, 2 seconds from the rest of the field. It's been an unfortunate start for the 2 Ural Cali cars at the start, but we've got an issue for someone up the front. Who is it? It's Rapid Willie. He's come around at the S's. He's lost the car. And that has put him from pole to 16th and last in the Formula 2 Mexican Grand Prix. And yeah, well and truly out of contention now, you'd say, for this race win from pole to last in only 2 laps. That's an absolute shocker. Korg setting the fastest lap of the race. Dutchy unable to respond. We'll have DRS next lap. Roscoe is dropped off significantly, and almost 2 seconds the gap. We got another yellow flag here. We got an issue for, who is it? Paddy Crowe. He's had a spin out of the final corner. Just too eager on the throttle, and unfortunately that is going to put him a long way behind, and he's going to continue to lose the speed all the way down the line. Urban Growth has retired from the race in the pits, so that's an unfortunate start to his race weekend. The Urban Growth deciding that's enough, I'm not racing these anymore. But the battle for the lead is all most of you probably care about. Oh, actually, we've got a battle at the back here. Chunky and Meek. Meek gets a job done. Very nicely job there indeed after turn 3. Just got the run on him. Pinju now holding Meek up. Meek's had an awesome start from last on the grid to now P9, helping out in the constructors just like he needs to. Oxygen not thinking the team and long game there in a turn 1, as we know. Pinju a little wide there, and it's going to be a penalty for him, as well as it's your boy here and Roscoe already with penalties. So a few penalties already being handed out here, only on lap number 3. But this time Dutchy's 2/10 closer, and he's going to set the fastest lap of the race, and he's going to have the DRS down both of the next 2 straights. Here we go, closing the gap big time, more and more every single second. Here we go. Up the inside he goes into turn 1. Oh, tight squeeze by Korg. And Dutchy doesn't get it done yet, but he's going to go for the exit. Korg had to compromise his line through 1, 2 and 3. Dutchy's got the run here. DRS wide open. Is he going to go for it here into turn number 4? Around the outside. Nothing doing this time. Dutchy just needs to bide his time here. Korg's going to really defensive, compromising his line. But there's not going to be anything done. Oh, Korg! Tell you what, feeling the pressure significantly here. Your championship contenders are battling it out at the front exactly how you want it to be. Down the order, we've got Roscoe from Jenny Gooch. We got an incident. Sorry, we'll come back to that. Pinju has been involved in a almighty incident. I don't know what, but there was another car involved. Unless he's just spun and then accidentally been cleaned up by someone, I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's go back to the battle at the front. Sorry to those guys happening at the back. There's just less riding on you guys than these guys up the front. It's about the similar gap. Dutchy's got a very nice exit out of the final corner compared to Korg, though it's already 3.5 before we've even got the DRS open. DRS open now, 300 kph plus, and he's just going to leave him for dust really around the outside before they even get to turn 1. And I think Pinju's had another crash, so it's just going from bad to worse for him. As Roscoe gets another, is that another penalty already for Roscoe? It is, 6 seconds already for him and Pinju. Oh, what a crazy start to this one. Dutchy leading now as Pinju gets another penalty for speeding the pit lane and then retires. He is done here in Mexico for the feature race. But I assume this battle will continue race long, and if they keep this up, I think the guys behind definitely are within a chance. I think the top 4 at the moment are in a chance of winning this one, as Oxygen Thief is holding up a train of almighty proportions with that front wing damage that he got on tap 1, turn 1. Holding up Signs and Broken Reptile. He's got about a 2-second gap to Meek, who's finally cleared Chunky. But I'm assuming Meek will close up to this gap fairly quickly indeed. Let's go back to the battle at the front. Coming through the stadium section, Dutchy leading Korg this time, but it's about the same gap that Dutchy had on Korg last lap. So assume Korg to get past quite easily here. We're going to go on board with Korg as Science gets a penalty. I think this race could very well be decided by penalties. Dutchy trying to break the slipstream. Here we go. That extra 15 kph to 20 kph up the inside into one. Not so committed. Oh, they bang tyres. But Korg not quite getting the job done there. He's going to try and do what Dutchy did. Doesn't want to take too much curb on the entry there, and he's not going to have the exit this time round. So I think Dutchy will hold the lead of this race for another lap. Rapid Willie makes a move on It's Your Boy here up the inside. Here we go. It's Your Boy here. Trying to battle with him, but then just takes too much curb and gives a little bit too much space. As Rapid Willie loses the rear end. Here we go. It's Your Boy here. Around the outside into turn 4. As Tez Science has got past Oxygen Thief, who's just going backwards at the moment. And It's Your Boy here not as confident on the brakes as Rapid Willie, who's really struggling with the traction at the moment actually. But meanwhile, someone to watch, Roscoe. Closing up on the front two significantly here, almost within the DRS range. And he may very well be by this lap. But as we know, the DRS trains, when you're the third man, they're very difficult. And he's not quite going to have the DRS this lap. But Korg is all over Dutchy. Korg is absolutely all over Dutchy here. This will be a very easy move, you'd think, before they even get to turn 1, really. 15 of you beautiful mother truckers in here at the moment. And yeah, Korg, straight's too long for him. Dutchy's got nothing. So job done. Korg up the inside into turn 1. And job done really before they even get to turn 1. As Signs and Oxy having a battle here for P5. In this one, remember, all the points matter here for Team Uni Virtuosi Racing, as they are in a tough battle for the championship. As Meek's in the pits already, 7 laps in. He's coming off those super soft tyres for the softs. And out he goes. P13 for him. And that's actually a good thing to mention here. The top 3 on the super soft tyres. And then 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th on the softs. 8th on the super softs. Lil T and It's Your Boy here on the softs, and that's all that really matters. Dutchy with a penalty, the first person really in contention. Well, Dutchy in. Dutchy, 3-second time penalty. That's all you need to know. From Korg, who doesn't have a penalty at the moment. Are they going to bring it in this lap, though? Yes, Dutchy, Korg in. Oh, Dutchy's hit the back of Korg. Dutchy's got front wing damage. Oh my god. Oh, and he got a 5-second pen for it. Is he going to serve that right now? No, he's not. He's going to get a new front wing though. Oh, that's calamity for your championship contender. He's just too quickly ran into the pit lane. Korg maybe a little bit slow than Dutchy was expecting, and front wing damage and a 5-second penalty that probably will get removed. But, oh dear. If that isn't the biggest fail so far this season, I don't know what is. Hold on, actually this is more interesting. Where does Dutchy come out? Oh, he's got plenty of space, sorry. Where are we looking? Let's have a look at this battle. Oh, Oxy's had a spin! Oh, no. That's a shame for Mr. Oxygen Thief. His tyres will be a little bit hot now for the next few corners. Just going to ride on board with him here in case he makes a little bit of an error because of the overheating tyres. But he looks to be fairly in control of his car at the moment. Team now only half a second behind Oxygen Thief. He'll probably go for a move down in turn 1 here, to be fair, as Roscoe is gone for the 1-lap overcut. And let's see, does he come out ahead of Dutchy or not? Dutchy obviously with the front wing and damage. I think he will. I think Dutchy and Korg have messed this up. At least Dutchy definitely. Dutchy's definitely behind Roscoe by a fair margin, which he'll be kicking himself for. And there goes VRF1 Korg. So Korg will maintain the lead of the race. So we're just going to check stops. Yeah, he's leader of the guys who have stopped from Roscoe from Dutchy, who has lost 8 seconds in the pits to Roscoe, who's 3 seconds behind Korg, and he lost about a second to Korg, so Dutchy's lost a bit. Dutchy's lost about 10 seconds to Korg himself, so it's all uphill battle here for Dutchy for the rest of this one. See what he can do with this. But out front, Jenny Gooch leading by a comfortable 3.5 seconds over Tez Sainz. So a couple of newbies to the league, a couple of reserves, actually 3 reserves, the top 3 at the moment, from Oxy, who's holding off Little T quite well actually. From It's Your Boy at P6, he's doing well in this one. And then Paddy Crow, the last of the guys who haven't stopped. So half the field have stopped, half the field haven't. We got a little bit of a dry period here, but there's always battles to watch, as there's broken on Tez Sainz, but that won't happen this lap, I don't think. But this one definitely will. Lil T, Oxygen Thief, done before it was even close to turn 1. Oh, I tell you what, Oxy under the brakes. He's kept his nose in. They both have wing damage. Dutchy fastest lap of this one. Paddy Crow's been, I think that's just an overtake, not a crash or anything, but Paddy Crow's got overtaken by the championship leader. Oh, that is such a good move. Oh my goodness. Oh, Oxy, what have you just done to him? Oh, Oxy. Oh, Lil T. Oh my D. If that is embarrassing, I don't know what is. To be honest. Meanwhile, Cork. Oh my days, Paddy, watch out! We got a full course safety. Ooh. Ooh. Oxy's crashed. Oh, Oxy just out of the... Oh, the championship is wide open. Oh my god, that is freaked Jenny up so bad. Cork's got a drive-through. Cork's got a drive-through, ladies and gentlemen. VRF1 Cork, your championship leader, with the drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Jenny's going to want to get around as fast as he can. Everyone's going to be making use of that pit stop to come into the super soft tyres. This is going to hurt Dutchy severely. He's going to come out behind broken. Is he? Oh my god, he is. But, good thing for Dutchy, the pack will bunch up and Korg will have to serve his drive-through. I can't believe that. That has opened this championship up. And now, where's Meek? P12, he's going to have to bring it into the pits again, unfortunately. Frizzy's going to stay out, which doesn't make any sense at all, because these tyres won't go to the end. So I'm not really sure why he's staying out, but nevertheless, what a crazy race. What a crazy heckin' race. Oxygen Thief for Uni Virtuosi Racing out. And are Uni Virtuosi Racing just feeling the pressure here in Mexico, trying to keep their championship and take it in the constructors, while MP Motorsport seem to be shining a little bit here, apart from Korg. That's a huge mess up for him. He's got the drive-through. And that's going to put him towards the back of the field by the time the safety car does come back in, and he's not going to have a whole lot of time to get that time back, so it could be no points for Korg in the end, which will help Dutchy a lot. And he might be able to get that 5-second pen removed, potentially as well, so that could also help him. Jenny, does he get out ahead of Little T? Korg? No, he doesn't. He's going to come out. P3. He swerves in front of Roscoe to make sure that he doesn't get overtaken by Roscoe. He didn't really have to do that, as they're under safety car. They're not going to overtake each other, so a little bit aggressive there from Jenny, but I suppose each to their own. As the safety car has now picked up the leader, the drivers will now have full reign to charge at the front runners. And this is where Urban Growth and Pinju retiring early on. I don't understand why you do that, especially at such an early time in the race, as Oxy explains his frustration in the chat. Yes, that's less than ideal for you, Oxygen. Less than ideal, my friend. But the big story out of this point, Oxy, that'll save you and Dutchy a little bit. It's going to be him having the drive-through. Dutchy at the back of this train at the moment. P7 for him. He'll be very disappointed with that. And actually, let's look at tyres. So on the same strategy as him, he's got Roscoe, Paddy in front of him after Korg serves his penalty. So Broken, Signs, and Jenny might be a little quick for Dutchy here, especially because they're on that fresher and faster tyre. As Joakim lets Oxygen know he's happy with the overtake like we were. The switcheroo on Little T, it was a very nice move as well as what I think. Frizy, It's Your Boy, and Meek and Little T charging their way towards the field. Now we could only... Oh, who's in the pits? It's going to be Paddy Crow on the soft tyre. And I'm not really sure why he didn't stop a little earlier. But he's going to go on those super soft tyres now. He's going to come out behind Meek, probably. But he's going to be on the freshest of the super softs. Maybe not behind Meek. Actually, he's going to come out ahead of Meek. He's got the last pit box. No, he's going to come out ahead of Meek. Sorry about that one. So yeah, not a bad move for him. I think it was only P6. So he wasn't going to hold that position anyway, and he had to make a stop. So dropping down to P10, he's got the best tyres on out of everyone. And he gets to look forward to this safety car restart. Now we might go for an extra lap here, but time for a breather for everyone. We have 3 retirements at the moment. 2 guys retiring in the pit lane, and Oxygen Thief having a huge crash in the 3rd sector in the stadium section. We're not actually sure really what happened, but he lost a tyre and ended up spewed across the road. So, yes, in the terms of the championship, if it ended like this, Korg would almost win the championship, you'd think. You'd think Korg had almost won this, but it's not going to finish like this. I can promise you that much, guys. We've still got a couple guys trying to catch the field. We're going to go around another time behind the safety car. That'll give Frizy and It's Your Boy here time to catch up, which I'm assuming they'll definitely do by the time we get there. But let's have a look. Who is... Well, no one's going to stop again other than Korg for that drive-through. So, your winners... Oh, okay. I'm talking at my butthole, apparently. Oh, Rapid Willie's done. He's out. He's out of retirement. He's probably out of tyres too. Yep. Race over. And Frizy's in again. Oh dear. It's chucking on a set of softs. Those super softs or whatever they were obviously were not any good. But now he's chucked on his sprint tyres. Frizy, man, you've been commentating all season. You should know that second set of softs, it's used later on, dude. So he's going to have no tyres for the sprint race. He's effectively ruled out of this race weekend. Pretty much for the entirety now. It's Your Boy here now, pretty close to the field. But we're going to have a 6-lap sprint. Here, Korg will have to pit somewhere in that 6 laps. Serve his drive through. It's going to cost him about 20 seconds. And I don't think, without a crash, he's going to be able to gain too many spots back, really. And with Meek only in P10, it will be P9 by the time the safety car comes in, as it is coming in this lap, ladies and gents. Get ready For the really second part of this race, we had a 11 or 12 lap sprint at the start. We had the alternate strategy not working, obviously. Korg, it's worked. It would have worked an absolute treat here. He's leading the race, but there's just so much to talk about and I can't fit it in. Here we go. For the safety car restart. He's kept the safety car extremely close, and we're racing here. We are back racing. Green flag has been shown. And we've got a big battle at the back here, 3 wide. Oh, there's a battle for lead too, but this one's more important. Dutchy's involved. And they're going 3 wide, signs broken, and Roscoe. Teammates make contact! The teammates, Charu, teammates make contact. Roscoe's gone! Roscoe's out of the race pretty much now. He's had that was a shock though. Sorry. What are you guys doing? You should know better. Seriously, some of you guys in that battle. And from that, Dutchy's gone from 6th to 4th, overtaken Broken and Roscoe. Charu have royally stuffed themselves over. Jenny Gooch also got past Korg there, but I think Korg should come in as soon as possible, really. Just so he has as much time as possible to try and get through the field. I don't think he's going to get far. Points, I think, would be a good consolidation for him. I think Dutchy's going to win this, or maybe Jenny, because he's on those super softs. But we are yet to see. And with 5 to go, let's see how Korg goes, what he does, what's the plan of attack for Mr. Korg. Plan of attack is serving the drive-through straight away like I thought he may have done. Yep, that is Korg's race pretty much done and dusted. So your race leader, Jenny Gooch, by a 1.5 seconds already over Tess Signs, over Dutchy, over Broken, over Little T, over Chunky, over Paddy, over Meek. Top 8's what matters. Oh, here we go, Meek up the inside in turn 2. Door gets severely closed there by Paddy. But does he get the exit? Does VRF on Meek? Doesn't really look like it. Oh, watch out, Meek. Gee whiz. A little battle here. Oh, I think Jenny may have made a mistake here. He's lost a second through that little tight section there. But Dutchy P3, sorry. Currently gaining 15 points on... Oh, actually, no, he's not. He's going to lose a lot more than 15 points as Meek gets a 3-second time penalty. Penalty is going to be a big thing here as we get towards the end. And currently your race winner is actually Broken Reptile in P4, the man who never gets pens. The man who never gets the pens. Alright, 4 laps to go. Signs holding Dutchy up. He's got a shotgun exit as Dutchy. Broken Reptile could be looking to make P3 his here on the super... Oh, on the preferred tyre, the super softs. I think Signs may lose 2 spots in one lap, in one straight here. No DRS needed for Dutchy. Just a bit of slipstream. Signs. Not worth battling him, mate. Not in your race. Try and stick with him now. He's got a 5-second penalty. It probably will get removed, I'd say. What about Broken? What does he reckon about his braking into turn 4? Not good enough. I will be back in a couple of seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. I will watch Dutchy, your current championship leader, I think, if he finishes here. Sorry about that brief interruption, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Broken's got past Little T. Unsurprisingly, really makes up to P5. He's done well. Korg, he's got a lot of clean air. And I think that's race over for Vero on Korg. I don't think he's going to get points today. But there's a lot of racing yet to happen. It's your boy here in the points at the moment. He's doing very, very well. Chunky just not on the pace here. It seems. But currently, your race winner is Jenny. He's just going to beat Broken at this stage. He's got a 3-second gap nearly over Dutchy, which is all he needs. It's your boy here with a 3-sec. He's now up to 12 seconds of penalties, so that's less than ideal for him. We go back to dodgy cameras. Welcome to F1 2020. I think Meek might make a move here. He's got the better exit on Lil T or not. Looked like he got the traction down a little earlier than Lil T did. Paddy, does he have DRS? No, he doesn't. The Broken might lose 2 spots here. I don't think he's going to be that slow down this straight, but Little T will just fly by him. They nearly make contact, actually. Oh, I tell you what, Meek, round the outside. What a move on Broken Reptile. He's not some slouch Broken Reptile, he's very quick. But no DRS down that straight. That proves how vital it is being maybe the second or the third car coming on to, well, this lap. I think, honestly, Little T's not in the best position for this final lap. I think Broken could almost be in the best position to get P3 in this one. Well, this stage Broken's probably going to get P2 on penalties, so... That 5-sec penalty that Korg gave Dutchy may be Korg's saving grace in the championship battle. But if things finished as they were, they would definitely be going into Brazil. And Korg hasn't gained nearly enough on Dutchy's on the field as... Oh, we've got a move. Do we? Not yet. But I'm assuming this will be... But let's not focus on that battle yet. That'll happen later on. There we go. Broken Reptiles. Meek's almost got past Little T already. Little T is going to drop like a fly on this straight. Broken Reptile will get him too. And then Paddy Crow's going to get pretty close, but not quite close enough. Little T, that's a very late braking, my friend. And Broken needs to focus on his exit out of this corner. Now third, fourth, DRS. Little T doesn't have it. Is he going to be close enough, Broken? Is he going to be committed enough to send it? Absolutely not. Little T locks up, but Broken goes just about as wide. Little T struggling so much here. Broken Reptile currently finishing it. Oh, Little T. Felt the pressure there, locked the rears, lost the rear end, and he's going to lose a position to his teammate, which he would have lost on penalties anyway. But on the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, Jenny Gooch has got issues. He's made an error again in this race. 3 seconds. That's going to cost him P1 now. No, it's not. Not quite. Sorry. Got you excited there for a second. Jenny Gooch will cross the line and win here. But how far does Dutchy drop back? That's the main question we're all wondering here. Roscoe did get It's Your Boy in the end, who's now got 15 seconds of penalties. Dutchy wins the race. Jenny Gooch swiftly takes that back, and Dutchy drops to third. Fourth, fifth. Fifth is where Dutchy finishes in the end. Only 10 points gained. This time with Korg not going to get any points in the race. Lil T's had a shocking final lap. He's only going to get 1 point. Actually, Korg might get a point. Korg gets 2 points! So Korg absolutely flying there to get P9 from 15 seconds behind P10 there. And a beautiful effort from him. Cody! And Chris saying my own mistake cost me a possible win. Yeah, Cork, I think you definitely would have won that one. But a Prema on top. I think that's one of the first times we've seen that this week, this season. Prema on top with Jenny Gooch taking the win. Interested to see what Dutchie says about the penalties here in the Discord. There's a few unhappy people in there, a few happy people, but 19 of you legends in here. We've got a race to go. I'm just keen to see what he says. But results for the feature race: Jenny Gooch takes the win. Paddy Crow finishing P2, and what an effort from him that is. That is seriously a great result. No penalties. It just shows you how good it is. Broken Reptile P3, a good effort from him coming from the behind. The penalties again. Meek P4, Dutchie P5, that 5-second time penalty costing him the race win. Yet to see if that end up seeing if Dutchie can get that one removed or not. Chucky Snacks P6, Tez Science P7, Roscoe finishing P8, that's disappointing from him. Got involved in an incident on the safety car restart. He probably didn't have to, but that's alright. Learning is learning and racing is racing sometimes. Cork got a drive-through penalty and ended up reaching back and getting P9. An awesome effort from him and a couple of points for him. Little T, P10 after probably the worst final lap of his life. And then, obviously, Rapid Willie, Oxygen Thief, Pinju and Urban Growth not finishing in... not finishing the race. Alright, there's a few unhappy faces. I'm going to leave the Discord now because people just don't seem happy. So, yeah. Oh, my days. The Twitch chat has gone insane. Love a good from Science. Yep. Okay. Sick 15-second penalty cost me some points. Yeah, it's a boy here. A little bit unfortunate there for you, mate. But come back this one. Little T saying you're good at getting penalties. It's your boy here. Few donuts. Reptile, I think, turned in on me. Oh, so that's what happened to Little T. Apparently, Reptile turned on him, and yeah, that's all she wrote for that. But the sprint race, soft tyres. I think we might have a few drivers who don't have any fresh tyres for this, and may have to make a pit stop or 3 just to get to the end of the race. But Roscoe is sitting nicely on pole. From Tez Science from Chunky Snacks, so I don't know what team that is, so I'm just going to check. Dams. I knew that. Dams, P2 and 3, so good for them here. They're going to look to get some good points here. Dutchie starting P4. With Meek right behind him in P5. Broken Reptile starting P6 in the end. Paddy Crow P7. He probably won't be so happy with that. But 18 points in the feature race is an awesome effort from him. Jenny Gooch starting P8. Cork P9. He'll be disappointed not to have gotten P8 in the end. It would have been pole for this race and probably would have been a race win for this race. But he's got a lot to do here, and turn 1, as we know, will be carnage again. Little T P10, disappointing last lap from him, and that was all she wrote for him. Little It's Your Boy here, P11, unfortunate to miss out on points in that one. For Ozzy, your commentator, doing just about as good as ever I thought he would. Rapid Willie has disconnected, and will not be contending in this one. Oxygen Thief, P14, after that crash in the feature race. He's going to want to make sure that some points are scored for FormulaOCE in this one. Pinju and Irvin both disconnected as well as Rapid Willie. So 3 people no longer racing, so it's a best of 13. In this one, Oxy's got a clear track ahead, with only Rapid Willie ahead, who's disconnected and left the session. But here we go. The front 3, like a long way ahead of Dutchy there. But we get ready to go to the lights. I'm just going to make sure everyone is on the softs. Yep. Everyone on the soft compound tyre. Alright, we are ready. What is this? What is this? There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the second time here in Mexico, and the final time here in Mexico. 5 red lights are out now, and we are racing here for the second time in Mexico. It's a very nice start for Tez Sainz. He's got a nice lead out the front. It's a lot wide. It's a lot wide into turn 1. Here we go. 3 wide for a lot of drivers here. We got a Prema up the inside. Jenny Gooch, got to be careful. He cuts the corner just to make sure he survives. But turn 1 a lot cleaner this time around. Jenny Gooch getting the good old squeeze from Broken Reptile. And then a tap from It's Your Boy, who's got up to P8 on the start. An awesome start for him. Oxygen Thief up to 13th as well. Good one to watch there. 2. Dotchy up in a P2 though. One to watch here. He's had an absolutely awesome start from 4th to 2nd. And only Tez Sainz to get in front of, and then he can try and gap the field. Looking further back, It's Your Boy here's got past Jenny Gooch, who's absolutely struggling. Oh my days. He's nearly had an absolute mammoth crash there on lap 1. He managed to bring it back though, as Frizzy's in all sorts. Oh, sorry, those are 3 colours that aren't racing. My apologies. Jenny Gooch on the back of Meek, and It's Your Boy here now. It's Your Boy he'll be holding up. Oh, there's a tap from Jenny Gooch onto Meek. That's alright though, just a little bit of rubbing and racing. That's, no one ever said nothing about that. Let's see, can Dutchy get the move done straight away on Tez Sainz, who sets the fast lap of the race, obviously, because he led the first lap of the race. Dutchy closing very quickly now in the slipstream. Sainz moving over a little bit, squeezing him towards the white line. And Sainz up the inside, very well done. But compromising his line through there. Dutchy taking a lot of curb. Probably the most curb I think I've seen anyone do. Little T making more errors at the back, I think, unless that's just the game shooting itself. And I think Sainz might have just outbroken himself. No, he's okay. Jenny Gooch continuing to make a few more mistakes here. Paddy Crow letting Oxygen Thief past. Little T, the first one to get a penalty here in the sprint race. As the second lap finishes, Tez Sainz leads it. But he has got some wild company behind him in the form of Dutchy. But Korg up to P4. An awesome effort from him. And Dutchy's not even going to use the DRS on this straight. He's just going to zoom past him. I don't know why he's not using the DRS. Because it's not even enabled yet. The game is so bad. Chunky's gone wide. Compromise his line big time through there, and then Broken's going to absolutely leave him for dust here if DRS was enabled, but it's not. I think Broken might go for this up the inside. Turn 4, he's got it under brakes. What can Chunky do to fight it back? Nothing. He's going to let Meek through too. So Chunky going backwards big time here. Is It's Your Boy here? Wants some around the outside. Snags a little wide. Has he got the wing damage? No, he's just struggling at the moment on pure pace. Here we go. Roscoe gonna go around the outside in the third sector of Sainz. Sainz outbreaks himself. Runs wide. Roscoe's gonna go around the outside. Little squeeze from Sainz, which is, you know, very nice to see. But it's cost him DRS. And this will leave him vulnerable to both guys behind him, Roscoe and Korg. Let's watch this overtake from Korg's POV. Can Korg get the job done as well? I think it's a little bit of a gap to close, maybe too much, but yeah, Roscoe's going to fly past Tez Sainz now. Korg close up, but not enough to result in an overtake. Maybe through here, Korg takes a generous amount of curb. DRS open, but yeah, just not close enough at the moment. The DRS has been broken on Dutchy, so he's going to just be hoping to pull away now. But a 3-second gap to Broken Reptile and P5, so the top 4 in a league of their own at the moment. Meek going around the outside of Broken Reptile. I didn't even know that was happening, so a nice move from Broken there. From Meek, sorry, for P5 and MP Motorsport. Currently doing very well here in 4th and 5th. And where's Oxygen Thief? Well, he's stuck behind Jenny Gooch at the moment. And in terms of the championship, MP Motorsport are doing everything they can to try and make sure it goes all the way down to the Brazilian Grand Prix this time next week. We'll come back to this battle. Oxy should get past Jenny here on this lap. But let's just have a look here. Korg going for the move on Sainz. Sainz has DRS. And then Sainz pushing him right to the grass. But it's just... doesn't have the overspeed, unfortunately. Maybe a little bit less wing on Korg. Sainz going to try and go for the switchback. He should be looking to get a good exit out of here, but was trying to prioritise other things, as Meek will try and gain on Sainz and get the job done now. Oxy did get the job done on Jenny Gooch, as we predicted. Sorry, didn't quite get back to that one. Really, the top 12 are all still fairly close here. A couple larger gaps than expected, but yeah, other than that, it's looking pretty close. Jenny Gooch to get a penalty now. Next up for Oxygen Thief, though, is It's Your Boy here, and then it's a 3.5 second gap, probably by the time he gets past him to P7, so a lot to do for him, but a long time left in this race. Here we go. Dutchy hasn't gapped the field as much as I kind of expected him to. Is Korg going to be close enough to DRS? He sure is. Roscoe could be in trouble here from Korg and Sainz. We got a couple trio battles here, this one, and then the one behind, Chunky, Broken, Meek, and then another one behind, which is a 5-some. It's Your Boy here leading that one. It's Your Boy here going a little deep through there, not taking nearly enough curb on anything there. Is Oxy going to be fast enough to make the job done? He's going to want to be fast enough to make the job done here on the straight. But he's not going to be. He's going to be stuck behind him for another lap yet. And it's now the gap to Chunky Snakes, 4 seconds. Oh, hold on. Hello, Jenny Gooch. This could be the lap Korg gets ahead of Mr. Roscoe here. Oh, we got a crash behind. Who's involved? It's Your Boy here and Jenny Gooch. So it's your boy, he probably had a bit of a spin or something and Jenny Gooch got involved. I have a feeling Jenny Gooch wasn't actually involved in that incident, he just got tangled up. And he's kept his front wing, so maybe not, I'm not too sure, but Oxygen Safe now has it all through. 5-second gap to the guy ahead, he's the final points finisher at the moment. 2-second gap to the guys behind though. Paddy Crow going to go up the inside of his teammate? No. High Tech deciding otherwise. Korg all over the back of Roscoe now. You think he's only probably a lap or two away from getting the job done here on Roscoe and moving himself up into P2 and into Dutchy territory. As Roscoe gets a penalty. Now let's have a look at the warnings while there's a little bit of a dull period here. Dutchy's got a warning. Roscoe's got a penalty. 1 warning for Korg. 1 warning for Signs, 2 warnings for Meek, a warning for Broken, 2 warnings for Thingo, Chunky Snags, and 1 warning for Oxy Thief. But here we go again. Chaz Signs is closer to Korg than Korg is to Roscoe, but the DRS is going to help him severely. And the slipstream, he's not going to be close enough this time around again. But into turn 4, is it going to be enough? Oh, it's a lock-up. That's exactly what Roscoe doesn't need. As Signs gets a penalty behind as well. Meek just holding the gap at the moment. Broken Reptile sitting right behind him. And Chunky Snakes just dropping off that pair a little bit now and maybe into the clutches of Oxygen Thief by the end of the race. But I just think MP is doing the best they can here. 3rd and 5th at the moment. And Korg in a big battle for P2. Which I think will be where he finishes without a penalty or any of that. So, still it all to play for. And I can pretty much confirm the championship and the constructors will be going to Brazil. So we won't have a decider yet. Well, the decider will be Brazil for both championships. Unless something goes astray now. Alright, Korg's still not close enough. We've got an issue for Lil T. Oh, it's just gone from bad to worse for him, hasn't it? From bad to worse, unfortunately for Lil T. And Korg's still not close enough. Dutchy's gap has been closed slightly, but not nearly into DRS range as of yet. Signs. Oh, that's a bit deep, my friend. Signs just starting to struggle on these tyres maybe. And he's now dropped out of the DRS of Korg and Roscoe. So it's a 2-man battle for P2 now. Unless Signs can catch it right on back up. Broken still sitting on the back of Meek here, unable to make a move. Might just be biding his time. Paddy Crow and Jenny very close together, but Oxy not. Oh! Oh, we've just caught that. Oh, how has he not got any damage? How has he not died then? We just caught that on stream. Sorry, just watching it back. How is there no front wing damage? Game? Physics? No? What the hell? That was a huge one. Broke it to the pits! The tyres aren't going to make it to the end. And he's not going to have a fresh set of tyres. Those boots aren't going to be any better, Broken. He's done. Broken. Out of this race. Helping Meek and MP Motorsport out big time. Wonder if anyone else has those issues now. I'm assuming Dutchy, Korg, won't. Roscoe did do a couple laps in quali, we know that. Signs, I think, did as well. Meek didn't do any laps, obviously. He joined in qualifying. Wasn't allowed to set a lap. Oxy didn't. Paddy did. So we could see another pit stop happen. Broken not making it to the end. Is there going to be anyone else that makes it to the end? A puncture's going to become a thing here, as I've just noticed Corg's got past Roscoe. Not actually sure when that's happened, but I'm assuming last lap on the straight. Dutchy just monitoring the gap to the guys behind at the moment. Field very spread out at the moment. Jenny and Little T getting a little too close for comfort for Little T, and oh, Jenny. Oh, bumping and touching and all over each other, these two. About the only battle on the field at the moment. It's Roscoe not able to get past Cork. Little T's actually got the DRS, but he's getting dragged down and hunted, really. Jenny just needs to look for the exit out of here. Little T's line's compromised heavily. Doesn't quite get the exit. A little bit of wheel spin as he goes up through the gears. Up into 6th. Oh, the dive bomb. Oh my god, he made it work. What a move. Hey, I don't mind me a little dive bomb. I tend to do one every now and then anyway. Oh, with that pit stop, I would like to mention, Broken Reptile has allowed Oxygen to get up to P7. And hasn't actually gained any of the MP Motorsport cars a position. There's a lifting and coasting there for Roscoe in a turn 1, interesting. I wonder if he's struggling with some fuel or tyres at this present time. Roscoe, I think, did come out on the softs, so he could be feeling that right now. Broken Reptile does a 26.4 on the super softs, but that's just not going to be enough at this stage. Frizzy's in the pits. Those tyres, I told you, man, they're not going to last. Roscoe grabs himself another 3-second time penalty. Starting to see some graining on the front left of everyone. Apart from Meek. Meek's tyres look the best. Chunky's don't look great. Oxy's don't look great. Paddy's look really good. It's Your Boy Here's doesn't look too bad. Jenny's look shit. The T's look not too bad. But all of a sudden, we've only got a couple of laps to go here for the race leader. 2 laps, precisely. Exactly, not precisely. Precisely. Who the hell says precisely? Apologies. Don't know what's just come over me. But a fairly boring sprint race, if I'm being honest. Not much has gone on yet. We had Jenny Gooch have the biggest crash I've ever seen, and then not get any damage, and now having a battle with Little T and Broken. So Broken will be wishing there was some Formula 1 scoring points here in the sprint race, but it won't be. You won't get any points. Petty Crow will get the last points if everything stays as is. And the championship will well and surely go to Brazil, but I think advantage Korg. I think Dutchy's made enough of an inroad on him. However, if Dutchy gets that 5-second pen removed, he will gain 15 points. He will have maximum points again. He'll be 6 wins on the trot. give you some lockups behind. Broken Reptile has left those couple. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a puncture for Tez Science on the front left. I was saying a few drivers front left weren't looking too good. And the first one to fail, it's going to be Tez Science. He's got the front left puncture, he's got to do a whole lap on it. Oh, okay. Cool. But unfortunately for Tez Science, P3 was impossible for him now. The puncture has really caused that. Dutchy's got a penalty, and so is Korg. Is that just 3 seconds apiece? Yes, it is. So that's alright. Dutchy will win another one here at the end of the season. P1 for him by 2 seconds over Korg. And he's just controlled the pace this one. Very well done, Dutchy. Korg and Roscoe. P1, 2, 3. MP Motorsport gaining a ton of points. It's going to be a double podium for them. Second and third, sorry. Not third. Roscoe ending up in P4 after his penalties. Chunky P5. Tez Science P6 in the end with that puncture on the last lap. He actually didn't do as bad as I originally thought. Oxy will end up P6 overtaking Science because of the penalties. So that's very good for him in minimising the points deficit. It's your boy. We'll come home in P9, 1 away from points again. Unfortunately, we'll drop down to 10. Not really sure what Broken's doing. Anyway, P10 for him. Jenny Gooch will be the second last car to come around the final corner. He's got a puncture on the front left as well. No Frizy on pretty worn super softs too. Oh, what a Mexican weekend. What a fantastic couple of races there. I think Roscoe will take it, I think, or Meek. Roscoe or Meek are on top. All will be revealed in a very short second. It's your boy here letting Broken know he loves him. Driver of the day, Oxen Thief. Okay. Really unfortunate there for Broken. Yeah, the celebration, we've seen this one too many times. Yeah, okay, Dutchy. Alright, here we go. Champagne time for the second time this weekend. It's going to be Dutchy from Korg, from Meek, and that's championship changing shit. 2 MPs versus 1 of Uni Virtuosi in that race. 4 points in the end, I think, for Oxy, so that's not too bad for him. But the race results for the weekend, that's what matters. Jenny Gooch. Jenny took it. Are you serious? Well, that shows how little points were scored. What the hell? Jenny on top. And winning here from Dutchy from Meek. Dutchy, Meek, Dutchy, Meek, Dutchy, Meek, Dutchy. Wait, that's not even who I thought. Dutchy and Meek. Well, that's not what I thought I heard. And where's Korg? Korg's... Wait. Where's Korg? P7! It's an 11-point gap. Between the championship leaders and the championship lead is cut down to 9 points going into the final round in Brazil, and a lot to play for here. Hold on, how many points? Oxy only got 429 versus 24. Oh dear. A lot of points gained in the constructors though. 38, 29, 9 points gained. So, is it possible? Need to outscore you by 20. I think it's still possible for MP Motorsport,
Yeah, we were
but
supposed to
we have...
outscore them by 14.
Okay, thanks. But we have P1 and 2 here, who both ended up on the same points, but the win goes to Jenny, because he won the race first. I think that's how that works.
Is Mick? Yeah, is Mick coming?
Meek, I invited him, but I don't know if he's coming yet. But yeah, a lot could change in the championship standings if Dutchy can get that 5-second penalty removed. Which I'm assuming he'll take the stewards because
I'm not going.
not much he can lose.
I'm not going to.
Okay, you're not going to?
No.
Ah, all right. Well, it will stay as 9 points. Here's Meek. All right, we will now hear from our top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Starting with VRF1 Meek, P3 today, mate. How do you feel you went, and coming from not qualifying to 3rd is a very good result?
Yeah, it'd been a lot better if Little T hadn't done a tremendous dive bomb into turn 1 on the first race, and I got wing damage from that, which was a bit annoying because I had to pace on pretty much everyone. And yeah, then I decided I had to go with a wing. I swapped to a super soft at the end, but yeah, just couldn't get close enough. But with penalties and that, it worked out all right. Just one dodgy penalty I got. If I hadn't got that, I'd have won the race. So, which is even more annoying.
So
yeah, second race, there was nothing I could do with the top 4 at first. There was all a DRS train, and I was losing everything I was gaining through sector 2 and sector 3. I was losing in sector 1. Yeah, it just one of them. But it managed with penalties and that, and not getting one, brought me onto the podium. But it's alright. Dutchy couldn't take me out. Dutchy couldn't take me out this week, so it's fine. But I am have to jump straight out. But well done, the other 2. I've got to head out. So, but yeah, well done, boys and girls.
All right,
take it easy.
Well done, Meek. Congratulations on P3 there for Meek. We're going to go to Championship contender Dutchy. P2 and the same amount of points, but probably the least points we've seen win so far this season. 25 is the points that won, and both these drivers got it. So you could say they both won, but Dutchy will come home in second. How do you feel, Dutchy? And what went wrong in the feature race?
So the feature race wasn't really... I got off to a good start, me and Korg actually. We went into turn 1. Both of us side by side, and then, yeah, it was kind of like a bit of a DRS swap around. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know. And then the pit... Yeah, I had to do a pit stop, and I was going to go in the same lap as Korg, and...
Yeah,
yeah.
that happened.
I slowed down enough, but I don't think Korg did, and then he's just hit the brakes completely, and I've just rear-ended him, got a 5-sec, and had to change my front wing. So, then starting P4 in the sprint race, because I finished P5 in the feature, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, got a pretty good run, me and Signs, and then I got a pretty good overtake on Signs down the main straight, and then I just never really looked back after that. Roscoe, I think, was up there as well. He was coming up, but I think he stayed that 1.5 behind. And then he got a penalty. And I was thinking to myself, oh, what's going to happen with Korg here? And then he got past Roscoe. And, yeah, just couldn't catch me in the end. But, yeah, I'll take the win. I'll take of the sprint race. I'll take second here with 25 points. It doesn't bother me. But 9 points is easily gettable, but in the same token, it's pretty hard as well. So,
yeah. Oh well. So to Brazil, for the championship, as well as the constructors. Do you think you guys can wrap that up finally in Brazil, or do you think anything's possible here? S's to go in the
Well,
championship.
I think for them to catch up to us, I think we just both have to really have either one really bad races or just DNF. I think even though the constructors is still gettable, they need the points first. So I think with me and Oxy, we can finish in the points and we can close that constructors out. That drivers championship is a bit rough, I think. It's going to take a lot of I need to make sure that I clog. That's all I need to do, really.
Yeah, well, without that 5-second penalty, that would be, I think, 6 wins in the trot for you. So, finding some good form when it's necessary, and yeah, good effort today, Dutch.
Cheers, mate.
2 for you. And Jenny, an unfortunate sprint race for you, but the 25 points in the what is it called? For each race, got you P1 for today, and yeah, talk us through it and how you thought it went.
Yeah, the feature race was. I followed Dutchy through the whole entire main straight, and we ended up being second and third. So I stayed behind Dutchy until Roscoe got past me. I pretty much just stayed within 2 seconds of Roscoe until they all pitted. And just as I was about to pit, there was a safety car, so the safety car came out at the perfect time. And I ended up getting ahead of, I can't remember who it was, not important. And pretty much got ahead of Cork had a drive-through, I think. And
Yeah.
just led my way through till the end, until Dutchy caught me at the end because the tyres were dead. Because 4 laps under safety car still kills your tyres. And
Yeah,
the,
tough tire, Dogo.
yeah, and the sprint race was just because I started, was it 10th? I just, I couldn't get past anyone, so I just ended up having some fun with Lil T.
Yeah, no, I did watch that battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just reserving, so not much else to talk about, and congratulations on the round win in Formula 2 Saturday here in Mexico.
Wait.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, with 3 streams left to go for Season 1 of FormulaOCE, we've got a race tomorrow, round number 18 here at Mexico again, 4 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Not too sure who'll be streaming that one, if it will be being streamed, but that will be happening. And then obviously Wednesday next week, the first of the finales, P19, round 19 at Brazil, with I think every championship other than the constructors on Wednesday still to be decided at the final round, unless something crazy happens tomorrow. But thank you all for showing up, and hopefully we see you all tomorrow. Formula 1 Sunday.